If this is your first time to the channel, please do so. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, so that way you don't miss another video like this one coming your way. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. It does help this channel grow. Please feel free to leave a comment. We do get back to all of our comments. This video is not intended for children under the age of 17 years old. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of MOE'S Tour and Come from My Room Tours. And today, here we go. We got something I think that's pretty cool. So here we go with this. Here is Neca's Ben Cooper line of Halloween 2s, Michael Myers. You can see right there what Ben Cooper's are throwbacks to the old Halloween costumes that we used to wear back in the day. So they used to sell them in a box. The actual costume themselves were like plastic, and your face would be sweating like crazy in them. And the little band on the mask would always break, and then your attire that you would wear would always rip by the time you barely even walk down the street for the first time. But we love them. These are throwback figures, and these are the Ben Coopers from Neca, and are available now on the Neca shop, or you could try Fantastic Collectibles if you're in the area in Manteca, California, because they too have them in stock. Or you could go on the Big Bad Toy Store and check them out, and so on. So I'm sure you're not going to have a very hard time finding these, but as far as retail stores, they do sell out right away, and retail price on these is about $22.99 US dollars. So yeah, if you could find them in Target, you could find them in Walmart. However, I went to Fantastic Collectibles, and these were even cheaper than you would find them at a Target. They had them there for $21.99 US dollars, and they had every single one of them. All right, folks, so here is Michael Myers kicking back behind his window of pain, locked in his plastic prison, as he has finally made it here to MOE'S Toy Room in Ben Cooper Kid style. All right, so it looks like he tends to bring his little trick-or-treat little basket, pumpkin head basket that we would carry back in the day. He has the Halloween 2 version of that. You can see the Blood Tears version of Michael Myers, the way that this would look. And these figures are apparently about 5.5 inches tall. There is the side of that one. This is number 42 out of the bunch. There is a whole lot of these already that have been released. If you are new to this, you could go down into the list, and you're gonna have to Google it to see which ones you're missing, because there is a lot of these guys that are coming out. All right, so Halloween 2, Ben Cooper, collect them all. What I mean by collect them all, there is a lot of different versions of these. They even have Tarman. They even have the Terrifier, Art the Clown, which I will be unboxing and reviewing next. So that video should come after this one. And also they have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface, which I also will be unboxing and reviewing probably during the week, if not next week, and so on, folks. There is a lot of these, and they got the old throwback costumes too, like witches and Frankenstein and goblins and ghosts and skeletons and just about everything. So they even got like like Frankenstein, Dracula, the creature from the Black Lagoon, just a lot of stuff, witches. All right, so there is the side right there, Halloween 2 Michael Myers action figure with costume and mask. All right, folks, first off, tail of the tape. Let's check this out right here. I'm gonna hit them both at the same time. So yeah, he is slightly over 5.5 inches up to there. So we're looking at about, yeah, a little bit over 14 centimeters. All right, so these are the Ben Cooper lines, and there's really not much to them. They don't bring like a lot of the Ultimates. They'll usually just bring like a trick-or-treat bag or or something that you could relate to as trick-or-treating. It would have been cool if they'd have brought a little candy, like a little candy bag or something off to the side. It doesn't have to be real candy, but something to actually just stick in their bag or something. That would be pretty cool. But overall, these are cool. This thing has a whole lot of detail, this pumpkin. I'm loving it. I like the way it looks. It's hollowed out on the inside. There's the bottom. And this is like good material, like tough. So yeah, there you go. Something for him to hold right there. And then what you see is what you get. You can see his outfit right there on the, let me get this going. His outfit right there on the very front. Sorry about that, guys. It reads Halloween 2 amongst the front. It's kind of like a vinyl outfit that they got him wearing. And then his mask is kind of like patterned to look like the old ways that they used to do things. Back in the day, this is the blood-tiered version. He has his white sneakers on. Yeah, this figure is really nice. And you could tell, like, from the side, it's like a little boy wearing it. You can see the band, how the band just ties in the back. Ours would have just went over your head. It wouldn't have tied. It would have just went over your head, and an elastic band would have been there. But, yeah, I'll take it for what it is. No, I do not think that these masks come off, nor do I want to try. But the figure seems to be standing pretty good on its own, except for when I bumped it right now. It got a pretty cool picture of Michael Myers in action on the front there, where his stomach and his chest are. Nice vinyl blue to represent the jumpsuit. And then they give you a little bit of the crazy hair from Michael Myers, the way that it looked. But if you want to check that guy out a little bit closer, there you go. Yeah, it looks pretty good all the way down to the sneakers. Not bad. I mean, these little guys are hits. So, yes, some of them can be very hard to find. So, he happens to be one that's like that. So, we will give our Michael a turn so that way you can check him out right there. You can see the sneakers. Some of you guys want to see his sneakers. You might want to pause it and maybe zoom in. The mask, how that looks. Okay. And then the very back, he tends to have Velcro right back here that undoes, for that way you can see right there all the articulation that this figure is going to have. Yes, so you can see that. Okay. All right, so let's go right here to the side. You can see the other side of this young boy that's playing Michael Myers for Halloween. Very nice figure. So yeah, it is review time. So head obviously looks down, looks up really good, hits that Michael Myers very well. Yes, and his head can spin around. Arms do go up and do hit over 90. Very nice. I like these little Ben Coopers because they move a little bit with the same movement as the Mezco 112 scale figures. For some reason, like in the shoulders and the way they feel, they kind of feel like that. So yeah, it's just weird because the NECA Ultimates don't feel like that. But you can get the arms to go all the way around if you want, but he got his suit on, so there's nothing really that you can do about it. So he tends to have double jointed elbows, and then he has rotation over there at the top of the bicep. Yeah, there you go. Same as the other. Same double jointed elbows in the other one. And then his hands are on a hinge. So let's see here. Yeah. So his hands are going to go like this versus go like this. So just to let you know, there you go. Now you can see it. All right. So then right here below the chest, you saw when I undid his back, he does have rotation right there, and then nothing at the waist. So, and then his hips don't lie, for sure they don't lie. In case he needs to run from other kids trying to steal his candy, he can get the sprint on. So there you go, folks. He's not going to do the splits very well because he's hindered with all this, but I'm sure he could really throw that Bruce Lee kick if he wanted to. Stay back, kids. This is my candy, right? So it looks like he's on a single jointed knee. I can't get it to go anymore. And then on his feet, what does he have on his feet? His feet tend to be, yeah, they're just on there. So, yeah, his feet, they only have like up and down movement. A little bit of, they're hidden away really good. So you can see that, yeah. It's hard to tell. Oh, he does have tilt rocker, and his feet do go up and down. All right, they got that sucker mixed in there. Wow, that is nice. That's nice. That's a nice feature. All right, so far you're wondering, does he hold his trick-or-treat pail? Yes, he does. So he holds it quite well. Get it to turn a little bit, so that way you can see that. Okay. He holds it quite well, and he would be more like trick-or-treat, right? You could bend him back and get him to stay in pose when he knocks on the door. Get him to knock on the door. Knock, knock. And he's sitting there waiting for somebody to answer. And then out of nowhere, Michael Myers answers. The big Michael. And you're wondering scale-wise how that would look. There you go. So Michael would answer. And then it would look much like this. And then he would look up at Michael more like that. I don't think Michael would do anything to him due to the fact that he is playing him. So you can see Michael there. Michael might look down on him. Okay? But then this guy has backup, man. This is how he scales next to Chucky. And he would have backup with Sam. So there you have it, folks. Let's turn these guys around so that way you can see scale-wise about how they all look. These are all Neca products that you can get. The Sam and the Chucky are a little bit older. The Halloween H2O Michael Myers Ultimate is also available right now on the Neca shop. Pardon me, folks. I seem like I'm coming down with something, so just saying. But it's been a big weekend. And then you can see how Chucky scales next to the Ben Cooper kid. And there you have it, folks. And the other thing is our young Michael. This is what he brings. So that's the little diorama that they got him to bring right there. So there you have it, folks. There's my review of the Ben Cooper Kids Michael Myers Halloween 2 version that is available right now. Hopefully you can score one of these up at a Target. They are popping up there. And then your best bet is probably Shop Neca, or if you're in the area, Fantastic Collectibles in Manteca, California has them. Last I checked, they had all of them still. And Big Bad Toy Store and or other online retailers. And yeah, you could probably, I think on Neca Shop, you could probably get all 5 of them for like $99.99 or something. But then you got to pay the tariff fee, and then you got to pay the shipping versus just heading over to Fantastic Collectibles and picking them up right there, or Big Bad Toy Store, which will ship them all out to you, I believe, for like a $4 shipping cost only. So you might want to check with them on that. But all right, folks, so hopefully you enjoyed this review. So please like, comment, subscribe, and from Moe's Toy to yours, good night, everyone.